Back to the beginning, that's what it was. It was basically the last show to honor Ozzy Osbourne. He died a couple weeks after that. Like, that is crazy on that timing.
Yeah, honestly, I remember seeing that, and I was like, oh shit, Ozzy's dead.
Yup.
Like, well, that's a name. CGI.
Like, yeah, unfortunately there's some artists like Judas Priest that weren't able to make it. They wanted Mammoth, that band that Eddie Van Halen's son is a part of, Wolfgang Van Halen. They wanted him there, but they were busy doing opening for they were the opening act for Creed.
Ah.
Yeah, so I think my brother went to one of those concerts, the Creed concert. I keep forgetting Creed they're actually alright. I'm not the biggest fan of them. They got some decent music.
I never heard of them.
But yeah, Mammoth is one of the newer bands that's better. Then again, it's frickin' Eddie Van Halen's kid. He definitely knows his way around old rock music, so it's nice to have music that feels like it's influenced by true rock and roll artists. Yep, they had Mastodon there. Oh right, I forgot. I think they were like I think one of their guitarists died a couple years ago.
For who?
Mastodon. I think it was an alcohol problem.
Yeah.
They had a lot of musicians.
That's kind of the nature of
influence problems, drugs, alcohol, whatever.
Yeah.
Alcohol is a drug either way. Yeah.
Some people will say that's kind of the nature of them. And,
yeah. Look at a lot of the bands over there. Rival Sons. I know I'm trying to think. I think I went to a concert of them with my brother. I'm not the biggest fan of Rival Sons. They're all right though. Anthrax, another 80s thrash metal band. Hailstorm. I keep forgetting that. Oh yeah, it reminds me. I learned something weird about a heavy metal band. You happen to remember the live-action Grinch movie with Jim Carrey?
Maybe, yeah.
You remember the little girl who was what's her face? The one who influenced the Strongheart and Grinch or whatever.
Yeah, the little girl or whatever, right?
She's like the singer of a heavy metal band now.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's such a weird take. It's like, what the hell happened? Like, goddamn. Apparently she's mildly popular. I don't remember any of the songs. I know my brother discovered her. He was like, goddamn. And he more got into it because she's attractive. But, you know. She does heavy metal stuff now, so that's interesting. And a Hailstorm just reminded me of that for some reason. Lamb of God. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's right. You know, I am a fan of heavy metal, but Lamb of God is like, the breaking point is like too far for me.
Yeah, I know some people told me about like how they're big fans of it, but that's like one of the few ones where I actually can't really...
Like, my limit is Slayer. That is like my limit. Like, I can tolerate a lot of Slayer stuff. Sometimes it's a lot. But other times I just really love the riffs and stuff. It's freaking upbeat and crazy. But
I like being able to listen to understand the lyrics as well.
I just don't like having to hear all the time. I'm like, ugh. That's not really entertaining to me.
I don't mind it sometimes, there's part of the song, but I don't like it for all of it.
Dave Grohl sometimes does that. It feels a little weird. Well, he more does the actual, like, screaming, but it usually fits for his music. But yeah, I hate it when it's like it's supposed to sound demonic, and then yeah, it starts becoming like...
incomprehensible?
Yes. Like, that's when I'm like, alright. And I only got introduced to Lamb of God because freaking Guitar Hero had their big hit in the second game, I think.
A friend of mine talked about Lamb of God. I listened to one song, and that was all I could really take of it.
Laid to Rest, probably?
Maybe. I don't remember what it was.
Some shit like that, yeah. I know they have another one or two hits. That's the only one I remember.
Most of my favorite stuff is freaking power metal stuff like Dragon Force and...
Yep.
I forget what some of the other bands are. Actually,
Iron
there's
Maiden.
some... Iron Maiden,
I mean, that's usually like the biggest one.
Sonata Arctica.
Yep.
Another one.
I just know Iron Maiden.
I don't know if Stratovarius would count as metal. They're a very weird band. I like them.
I have heard a couple of their songs. Yeah, they might be power metal. Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah, because, like, I listen to a lot of their songs, I listen to a lot of Stradivarius, I listen to Dragon Force for obvious reason. There was another one that I got into it sounded so freaking hilarious, but I loved it in spite of it all, but I forget the name of the band, but I listened to one song, and I did kind of enjoy it, just because of how wacky it is.
Oh, jeez.
I'll see if I can find it, but I don't remember the name of the band. I'll see if I can find the break afterwards if we want to take a break or something. But
Right.
I enjoyed that one. They're fun. It's a funny one.
Nice. Oh yeah, friggin' they also had Tom Morello's All Stars. I don't even know if you're aware of who Tom Morello is. Probably not.
Nah.
Yeah, he's a guitarist who's known for his very unique sound of the guitar he makes. More famous from Rage Against the Machine.
That's a name I'm familiar with.
Yeah, they were rap rock in the 90s. It's like heavy metal with like rap, and it was very, anti-war, anti-government. It's very much, a message basically saying fuck the government, stuff like that.
You'll fuck the government, yeah.
Yep.
I'm familiar with Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Like, I know Rage Against the Machine.
Tom Morello's a guitarist for that group. Yep.
Yeah.
He was also a guitarist for another group that Chris Cornell, who passed away a while back, sang for, Audio Slave.
Don't know Audio Slave.
They're somewhat decent. But, yeah, Tom Morello's guitar sound and Chris Cornell's singing are basically the bigger deals of that band. They're too much Valley stuff, I'm not the biggest fan of them. They had a lot of good songs, though. At least I thought so. Oh yeah, there was also a pre-recorded thing of Jack Black and his group doing Mr. Crowley.
What was it again that they did? I was trying to remember. There was the one movie.
Tenacious D?
Yeah, it was the one.
Yeah,
I never watched it, but I always remember that. It was like the first thing I think of when they do that.
I keep forgetting that he basically has had a band like most of the time. He just,
like
only does small work with that in between his movies. They just happen to do a movie to go along with it.
Yeah.
With one of their albums. And the movie was pretty good, cheesy fun. And the music is actually pretty good.
And again, it's almost like the guy who's working alongside is a fucking musician. Who would have guessed?
Jack Black is a pretty good singer, all things considered.
And yet the first thing I think of whenever I see him is freaking School of Rock.
Yep.
And again, that's a classic one.
I mean, of course. I don't think what my favorite Jack Black movie is. It's certainly up there. And again, I can't think of too many. Well, then again, certainly better than Nacho Libre was weird.
Yeah.
That was a weird movie. I was about to say Cars 2 as a joke. That wasn't Jack Black. It's Larry the Cable Guy. How would you mix that up? God damn it.
Yeah, it's like it's Kung Fu Panda genius.
The Super Mario movie. He was the best part of that movie.
To be fair. But...
Yeah, I was like, he's the best part even then. Oh, looks like there's a red tunnel we haven't gone into yet.
Yeah, it's that right there I need to get back into.
Well.
The good news is I know where I'm going. Bad news is I don't know how to get. Yep. So you don't know where you're going, is what you're saying.
Yep. Alice in Chains was also at that concert. You probably know some of the songs there, like Man in the Box.
I might have heard them. It's one of those cases where you give me the song and I'll probably be like, yeah, I've heard this.
They're part of the grunge scene. You know,
okay.
They're similar to Nirvana, but a little more mellow, I think.
Okay.
Then again, I think people say, well, I keep wanting to say Soundgarden was seen as the biggest grunge band. I forgot. That was actually Nirvana. They just had a premature ending. But other than Nirvana, Soundgarden was the biggest grunge band. They weren't even that grungy. They were more like punk a little bit. And Soundgarden's great. And it's weird how you introduced to Soundgarden through the Road Rash video game on PlayStation 1. Road Rash 2 in particular.
Yeah, because when I'm thinking of like the music bands I remember, it's stuff like Jimmy Eat World, Blink-182. Get the Yellow Card, I think that's called.
That sounds familiar.
What else was there? Rise Against, that's another big one I
Oh yeah, Rise Against, yeah.
Yeah, because Rise Against is another big one I listen to. Same with Shinedown.
Oh yeah, Shinedown. I thought Shinedown was more like nu metal.
Yeah, but still, they're...
Yeah, Shinedown.
Those two are, like, Rise Against and Shinedown are, like, when it comes to, like, the modernish bands...
Shinedown's kind of sold out now, but their early stuff was great.
Yeah.
I hate when bands basically sell out because they realize, oh, we can make so many hits for money. They lose some of their creativity.
Yeah.
All the songs start sounding the same. First Shinedown album was excellent, though. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't go to Rival Sons concert. I was trying to remember. The concert I went to was Alter Bridge. That was it. That was basically a band that was, a lot of musicians from Creed with a different singer. I don't think it was the one from Shinedown. I don't remember. Shit. Miles Kennedy. I'm trying to remember what main band he was from. Ah, damn it. I don't remember. I'll have to look into that later, but yeah. There has been some stuff in the 2000s I've liked. I just haven't had a lot in 2010s or since. I remember my brothers hyped me up on Ghost, and I ended up not actually being that big a fan of them.
First things first. No, this is the...
Ah, there is something here, yeah. Getting to that room down there to the right somehow.
I think my brain forgot that I had the various suit, and that's why I didn't go in.
Oh, one of those. Oh yeah, gravel beam up there. And there should be another wall for us to get into if that map is indicating anything like that. There's probably a wall you can blow up somewhere along here. We always just scan walls, we really need to find that out.
We didn't have it, why not use it? Probably here, but it's underneath.
Could it be through the wall? I say, it definitely feels like there's something down here. It feels like there should be something we can get to over here, but it's hard to say what. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can extend and retract your gravel beam a little. Oh. Shit!
See,
it's underwater. Didn't think it'd go in here.
The underwater...
That explains a bit.
So the underwater blocked my view, and it kind of made it look like that door wasn't open.
And the fact you can't fluidly move through the water can make it a little deceptive. No, my Eon! Stop making me waste my Eon, assholes! Let's see, who else they have? Gojira. Oh, right, that was a heavy metal band that played for the Olympics as well. Which is still weird to me. Really didn't think they would go for something like that. Oh, sweet, Eon refill anyway, alright. And there was a drum-off between Travis Barker, Dana Carey, and Chad Smith. I know at least the first two. I'll say, try missile. Oh, they tricked you. That's what it was.
That's why we have Eon.
Of course.
Use missile. There's no block you can break. I would do it.
Tom Morello had more All-Stars. And then... Oh yeah, Pantera was there. That's right.
Oh yeah, Pantera.
That is another good one.
The only reason I know them is because of fucking SpongeBob.
Yep. I mean, Dimebag Darrell was known as one of the best guitarists of the 90s. It's a shame he got shot in the middle of a concert. Like, Jesus. What a shitty way to go.
Yeah.
And that was like, they were only around for like a little over 10 years when that happened. What a legacy they left. One of the 90s best metal bands. My favorite album from them is still the first one, though. Cowboys from Hell. Great heavy metal album. For everybody who hasn't heard that, fantastic album. And Dimebag Darrell is one of those influential guitarists for people. And I know his one of his best friends, Zach Wild, basically plays a lot of his songs on when they do concerts with them for tours and stuff. Because he knew him for a long time and played like him, so yeah. Zach Wild did play with Ozzy for a bit as well. Okay, who else they have? Tool. Ah, yes. One of the weirdest of the bands that...
Yeah, Tool's a bizarre band.
They definitely are a cult hit band, but there is enough of a fan base that a lot of people respect them. It's just their music is incredibly strange. Like, one of the only bands they, like, treat, like, every single instrument is only a part of the song, including the vocals. It doesn't, like, lead it. It is a part of the melody with everything else.
That was always something that was weird about it. Is, like, I remember their songs, like, they don't have any weird, like, existing vocal tracks. It's kind of... noise, but like,
Yeah.
it's not. I'm not saying it as a bad thing, but it's kind of like
They're incredibly experimental. They can be certainly a very odd required taste.
yeah.
But there are definitely some super fans that greatly respect their work. And then again, it's still less weird than Frank Zappa. Oh, cool! A basic Alpha Metroid! So glad you gave out of the fodder. Finally. But yeah, Tool is definitely a band I don't respect. Yeah. That's what Dana Carey, that's where that drummer's from. He's really freaking good. They had Slayer there. One of their main songwriters died a few years ago. Forget his name off the top of my head. My brother knows this better. But a lot of the other cast there, I think they were based on their last tours as well. Oh yeah! There's a pre-recorded one from Fred Durst. See, I'm pretty sure that's
Can I get this immediately?
Jesus! No! Oh god! Well, at least you have the reserve tank if you end up losing everything. Oh, come on! I just battled that thing! You spawned here already! Oh, and the last couple bands had long set lists. Well, Slayer did too. Fred Durst had a pre-recorded thing. Then, of course, you had Guns N' Roses, and pretty much all the main original cast members joining back, including good old Duff McKagan, Axl Rose, Slash, Isaac Carpenter, was recorded. Oh, those might have been some of the guys that had for Chinese Democracy. I really wish Axl Rose was better. That first album was still good, though. I just don't really like most of their other stuff. They had Metallica there, though, playing the classics. Pretty much everything from their second and third album, yep.
Master of Puppets, and I don't know what.
Master of Puppets, Battery, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Creeping Death. Yeah, they did not play Fight Fire with Fire.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, yeah, that is one of their heaviest songs. It's a great one. Another one you'd probably like from their one of their progressive sounding albums was Dyer's Eve.
I'll give it a listen. If I remember.
That one's pretty intense too. The pretty much just the frickin' all the lyrics are basically just over a frickin' intense drum beat. He's like, "Dear mother, dear father," you know, in the background. It's like, Jesus. And there's a lot of guitar shredding throughout most of the song. It's a good one. It's one of the only other ones that's like that. Battery is also somewhat close to that as well. Man, that's...
How are those two are the only ones that keep magically being like, yeah, I'm gonna keep avoiding the shots.
Damn it!
Have they learned my code? God.
Suppressing fire! There's only two! Suppressing fire! My god! That's so unnecessary! Hey, if it kills them, it's all necessary.
You know what they say? You can't spell overkill without an okay.
Oh, there's one more left. Where could it be?
According to this, it's around here somewhere. The question is...
Higher.
Where?
It makes it feel like, yeah, it keeps going up when it's higher. Through that door or somewhere through these areas? In the tunnel down there, maybe?
Not here.
It's either up higher or up lower. Whatever gets us stronger, up higher.
Kidding for a moment.
So there's something around here.
That room up there, maybe?
Oh my god. Yeah, keep going. We might have... It might be one we have to reveal its nest. Maybe we never revealed... Yup, I thought so. Bomb this. Or just run over it, okay. That was the area I was thinking of, though. Oh, okay, that's just the way out, okay.
Yeah.
So, hidden in plain sight. Hidden in dumbass sight, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We found it. Finally, we get out of this area! Thank God! We've been in this area for almost 2 hours. God, I hate this area so much. At least it's almost over. Let's see, what else is at that concert? Oh, and with Ozzy Osbourne and some of his solo bandmates basically doing all the big hits from their first album. I don't know, Mr. Crowley, Suicide Solution, Mom, I'm Coming Home, and Crazy Train. Mama Coming Home, I think, might have been from another album. But the other 4 I know are from Blizzard of Oz. And then, of course, it ended with Black Sabbath and all the main members. I forgot, Black Sabbath had originally stopped touring because I think Tony Iommi had, like, cancer in his hand or something. I forget what it was, but yeah, the guitarist friggin' had cancer in his hand or something like that. That's why they stopped touring to begin with. At least they came back for one more show with Ozzy. I didn't actually get to watch the Ozzy stuff, but I heard apparently his singing was a little off. Then again, given his age and apparently his rough health, not really that surprising, but hey, man went out doing what he loved. Can't really be mad. It felt like you could have been torturing, but hey, he wanted to go out that way. So frickin', yeah. Man, it's just a shame. It doesn't feel like there's any music that's not inspiring anymore, especially since it feels like a lot of machine-made music is starting to become a thing now. People don't like to go through the creative process of having to create music anymore. Like
the irony of it all is that we brought in the AI specifically so that we can replace so that we could replace the mundane is what the ideal was, and the irony of it all is that it's replacing the culture.
Yep. Replacing a lot of the music industry and stuff like that, a lot of the art industry it's starting to replace, which is fucking annoying. They're starting to try to use it in games, which hasn't really gone well so far. Or at least hasn't gotten really much to do so far. I know there's at least a teaser or like one of NVIDIA's showcases. They're trying to... Some MMO game, I think, was working on a boss that basically, like, in the life cycle of the game, as other people would fight it, it would learn strategies to basically adapt to new teams. And basically people have the mindset, okay, we're just basically going to be bad to it on purpose. We're basically going to play bad in front of him on purpose to make it incompetent. And I feel like games have programmed things to be better than that before. Oh, I see what you're trying to do. That's tough. Yeah, there's a very tight window for that to work.
God, I wish you could use the D-pad.
Yeah. Well, with 3D gaming, it made sense to have the circle pad be used. You think there's an item up there or something? Or are you just trying to get out of here?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything.
I say we'd probably come in from the other end.
And besides, I don't even have the thing I need to even get it, so...
Oh, right.
It's not that valuable.
Yeah, I say, I'm not super worried about getting a lot of items until we're basically near the end game. At least that's my thought.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to get yourself killed. I just know.
What gives you that idea? In fact, I haven't died yet?
I mean, I guess you would have died if you really wanted to. Exactly! And here I thought it would have happened already. Why do you have so little faith in me?
Why do you have little faith? You have little faith. Look at the results I've offered.
You're doing better than I did. That's the sad thing. I'm the Metroid guy. You're doing better than I did.
And again, I'm playing this in a very... What's the word I'm looking for?
Conservative?
Yeah.
You're being very... Yeah, cautious. A lot of the stuff you're doing.